pause, a moment of suspended animation. The anchors all stared, their faces etched with disbelief, their voices hushed with a sense of the momentous. At a lunch in the White House, a seemingly ordinary event, a routine gathering within those hallowed halls, a meal being shared, a simple act of sustenance, a moment of human connection amidst the weighty affairs of state. Was it chicken or beef? The burning question on everyone's mind, the detail that seemed to hold the key to unlocking some hidden truth. Was the water infused, cucumber and mint, lemon and ginger? The subtle nuances of hydration became a matter of national importance. The world's biggest problems were quickly refused, brushed aside, deemed less important than the culinary choices of the powerful. For who cares about debt, the looming financial crisis, the precarious state of the global economy, or a planet that's hot, the melting ice caps, the rising sea levels, the existential threat to our very existence? When Trump and a general are sharing a pot, the contents of that pot, the strength of the brew, the unspoken implications of a shared beverage, these were the things that truly mattered. The pundits debated, their voices rising in a crescendo of speculation, their arguments fueled by conjecture and innuendo. The experts did cry, wringing their hands, lamenting the state of affairs, convinced that the fate of the world hung in the balance. He asked for more ketchup. That's a red line, oh my. The horror, the audacity, the sheer unmitigated gall. A condiment request elevated to a geopolitical crisis. So much was inferred, so much read into, so much extrapolated from a single seemingly insignificant act. From a simple midday meal, a moment of respite, a brief pause in the relentless churn of the news cycle. Making mountains of nonsense, constructing elaborate narratives, building towering edifices of speculation on the foundation of a single sandwich, feel terribly real. The lines between reality and entertainment blurred, the serious and the absurd intertwined, the trivial elevated to the level of the profound. The lesson, my friends, is simple and clear, a truth so obvious, so fundamental that it's often overlooked in the cacophony of modern life. Don't buy the hype, the manufactured excitement, the carefully crafted narratives designed to manipulate your emotions. Don't fall for the scare, the fear-mongering, the alarmist pronouncements that seek to paralyze you with anxiety. Sometimes it's just lunch, nothing more there. A simple act of nourishment, a moment of quiet reflection, a break from the storm. Bows. Thank you, we'll be right back. After a short commercial break, we'll dive into another earth-shattering story. Or maybe, just maybe, we'll talk about sandwiches again. While the world obsessed over Ketchupgate, real news was happening. A major UN report on global hunger was released, millions more facing food insecurity. Did it get the same coverage? Not a chance. Medical breakthroughs, new Alzheimer's treatments, buried. A massive Antarctic glacier broke off, threatening sea levels. But the world was fixated on two men eating steak. We're rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic, but all anyone cares about is what the captain's having for lunch. It's the ultimate distraction. The real crises? Ignored. The trivial? Front page. We fall for it every time. The media made diplomacy look like ordering from a menu. I'll have the military alliance with a side of trade concessions. But real diplomacy is messy, slow, and full of awkward negotiations. It's not two guys sharing a steak, it's thousands working behind the scenes. The lunch is just a photo op, not the work itself. Believing one meal changes everything is like thinking dinner with your landlord erases your rent. The world is more complicated than a food metaphor. If lunch solved everything, we'd have world peace by now. But reality is messier, slower, and a lot less delicious. So let's not confuse a meal with a miracle. At the end of the day, it was just a meal. Two people, some calories, maybe a handshake. Sharing food is universal, but it doesn't make you best friends. I've had lunch with people I wouldn't trust with my plants. Leaders can eat together and still disagree on everything. A meal is a gesture, not a contract. It's the start of a conversation, not the conversation itself. The idea that this lunch would upend global politics, pure fantasy. International relations are shaped by slow, powerful forces, not a single lunch. It was just a meal, not a peace treaty. So, what's the takeaway here, really? We're constantly bombarded with information, opinions, and manufactured outrage. It's easy to get swept up in the current, to feel like every fleeting trend or minor disagreement is a matter of life and death. But is it truly? Besides the literal takeout, of course, we all need sustenance, and sometimes that comes in a convenient container. What I'm saying is, we need to chill. Seriously, take a breath, step back from the digital fray. Remember what it feels like to simply exist, without the constant pressure to have an opinion on everything. Not every event is a crisis. The news cycle thrives on sensationalism. It needs your attention, your clicks, your outrage. But most things are not actually emergencies. They're just things. In a world screaming for attention, a world that profits from your anxiety, choose where to focus your precious energy. Be deliberate, be discerning. Don't let the algorithm dictate your emotional state. The signal, the thing that truly deserves your attention, is the UN Hunger Report, the climate crisis, the systemic inequalities that plague our world. The noise, the distraction is the ketchup debate, the celebrity gossip, the endless stream of trivial controversies designed to keep you scrolling. Save your outrage, your passion, your energy for what truly matters. Direct it towards creating positive change, towards supporting those in need, towards building a better future. Enjoy your own meals, savor the flavors, appreciate the company, your own conversations. Engage in meaningful dialogue, connect with the people around you, build genuine relationships. Be present in your life, in this moment, right here, right now. Don't be a spectator in a manufactured drama, a puppet dancing to the tune of the outrage machine. The world will keep spinning, with or without your frantic participation in every online squabble. And the next absurd story, the next manufactured controversy, the next outrage du jour will inevitably come. You don't have to ride the roller coaster every single time it loops around. You can choose to step off, take a deep breath, and find your own center. The great lunch scandal, the viral tweet, the fleeting moment of internet fame will be forgotten, relegated to the digital dustbin. But real problems, real challenges, real opportunities for growth remain. Laugh at the absurdity of it all, find the humor in the chaos, but don't lose sight of what's truly important. Your values, your relationships, your contribution to the world. And for the love of God, please don't overthink the takeout menu. It's not a referendum on your entire existence. It's just lunch. Pick something you like, enjoy it, and move on with your day. Thank you, and good night.